Hello and welcome back, friends. Conspiracy theories and mysteries about the world always run wild in our imagination. From UFO sightings to the origins of the universe, I bet we all have a thirst for the undiscovered. Today's video is about one such enigmatic being which has been known to roam and haunt mankind for ages. It's none other than Trevor Henderson's greatest creation, Siren Head, the cryptid which took the internet by storm a couple years back. Let's take a look at this fascinating character together, shall we? But before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Let's understand, what are cryptids? Trevor Henderson is a horror artist and illustrator from Canada who rose to fame by creating cryptid internet creatures, most notably the Siren Head. So what are these cryptid creatures? If you're familiar with folklore or mythical stories about elusive creatures lurking in dark, remote areas, then you might have an idea about these bizarre creatures. The term cryptid can be derived from crypto, a Greek word meaning hidden. Cryptids thus refer to animals or other obscure beings whose existence has been often indicated in stories but lacks any scientific basis. The lore of cryptids thus not only wanders in the depths of darkness but roams in our minds as well. Notions about these elusive, undiscovered beasts can be traced back to ancient times, when stories of strange creatures became famous across various cultures all around the world. For instance, the Greek historian Herodotus documented accounts of winged serpents in Egypt. The term cryptid was, however, not coined before 1983, when an expert in the study of suspicious animals, John Wall, tried to describe these mysterious beings that seem to exist beyond human knowledge. Cryptids like Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, have achieved legendary status over time, with several people claiming to have seen it in the Pacific Northwest side of the United States. Another renowned cryptid is the Loch Ness Monster, who's said to inhabit the waters of Loch Ness, Scotland, and is affectionately nicknamed Nessie. Cryptids have become a popular cultural phenomenon and have influenced numerous works of fiction and scientific studies. There is more to the continuous hunt for cryptids than just the thrill, as people can relate to it even psychologically. Our shared narratives about this species reflect people's inquisitiveness and fear of the unknown. Culturally, they highlight the importance of myth, fables, and secrecy in an increasingly explored world. What's even more interesting is that there's a whole branch of study called cryptozoology, which analyzes cryptids. Trust me, that's not the kind of word we'd make up. Cryptozoology is nothing like your regular science lessons or experiments, but more like an adventurous exploration, lying on the brink of scientific inquiry. There are cryptozoological explorers who roam the globe, collecting eyewitness experiences and actual evidence that can be used to support the theory of these beings' existence. Conventional science often dismisses this field of study as it lacks tangible proof like fossils or clear pictures. However, it is intriguing for both those who enjoy it as their hobby and professional researchers. However, skeptics argue that the existence of cryptids cannot be proven without clear facts, and their sightings are considered fake. Curiously, while searching for cryptids, scientists may unknowingly help in conserving nature, since these expeditions might lead them to unexplored areas where they can encounter unknown species. Though most cryptids lack proof, they have a profound impact on science, culture, and our imaginations. Cryptids became the newest internet buzzword in 2020 when Henderson's creation, Siren Head, became popular thanks to YouTubers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. The character was even developed into video games and featured in numerous TikTok videos. It was also the topic of discussion on the PBS show Monstrum. The game was about searching for a missing hiker in the woods. When the player comes across the dead hiker, Siren Head appears from behind and begins to chase the player. If the player can come back to the start of the game after escaping Siren Head, they win. Before delving into the origins of this monstrous creature, let's take a look at its creator. Trevor Henderson was born on April 11, 1986. Ever since he was young, horror and monsters fascinated him. His father, who was also a fan of the genre, exposed him to it from a young age. As I said earlier, he made a career out of his passion and became a horror illustrator. Both his parents were supportive of his work, and although he doesn't write, Henderson has a caption for every image he uploads. His most famous work is The Siren Head, created in 2018. Among his other notable cryptid works are The Watchtower, The Craigslist Monster, and The Dove. His work mainly rose to fame with the cursed images trend. Such videos would show various drawings or pictures by Henderson that were turned into a cursed image compilation with some creepy or unfitting music playing behind them. These videos would get millions of views on YouTube, which gave Henderson's work a spotlight. In 2019, the famous horror YouTuber known as Billy Styler made a video explaining who Siren Head is. The video today sits at 1 million views, and it was among the first YouTube videos to popularize Siren Head as a character.
Sarah, no.
The terrifying origins of Siren Head. Often compared to Slender Man, Siren Head is a tall humanoid with what almost appears to be a skeletal frame. It belongs to the fictional family of Siren Mostridae. Covered in rotting, mummified flesh with a pair of sirens for the head, the creature can emit a range of natural and man-made noises like that of a siren, white noise, radio broadcast, emergency alerts, and human voices. It can also produce music and air raid sirens. As expected, Siren Head is a very hostile and dangerous creature that can stay disguised and camouflaged because of its speed. Usually found in the forests and rural regions, it frequently preys on children, trekkers, and lost travelers. However, it has rarely been spotted near populated areas. One of Siren Head's strategies for drawing victims into the remote woods may be the sound of someone in distress or a familiar voice. Since it blends in with trees, it's very difficult to spot. This gives it the opportunity to strike promptly and viciously at its victims. Trevor recently posted a new illustration of Siren Head and an outline of its anatomy. He shared a fresh idea of Siren Head's body being fully packed with loose cassette tapes and tape recorders connected by organic fibers and veins. It's possible that these tapes contain the different noises that Siren Head makes, however, this has not been verified. Trevor added that Siren Head might continuously shift over time, or that its appearance is beyond human comprehension, allowing us to witness only an approximate form for the creature. He hasn't, however, proved either theory. Trevor also stated on Twitter that what we see might be the most recent or a somewhat outdated form of something that is continuously changing and evolving. The physical characteristics of an impossible monster. The creation of Siren Head. Siren Head is most well known for its towering height of about 40 feet. Two iconic sirens in opposite directions on top of his neck basically replace its head. That's precisely how the name came about. These sirens feature human-like jaws and teeth with retractable tongues like that of a snake. However, the creator, Trevor Henderson, stated that the teeth can only be seen at certain radio frequencies. Siren Head's depiction in ancient cave and rock paintings all over North America implies that it might have existed since the dawn of humanity. However, it's still unknown how it came to possess the iconic sirens before they were even invented by humanity. Siren Head's limbs are disproportionately long and thin, while its arms are almost as long as its entire body. Several black wires wrap around its neck and extend into its upper shoulders. Some photographs show Siren Head with multiple sirens or a street lamp instead of a head. This suggests that it can alter its appearance according to its surroundings. Not only that, Siren Head can constantly change its form, appearing different to each victim. Recently, Henderson revealed that Siren Head is actually the static form of a mystifying supernatural entity. It can manipulate technology by playing sounds through other devices and mimicking any sound it hears. The noise Siren Head uses to hunt varies from victim to victim. The evil entity can also stalk a victim for weeks, studying their behavior to select a noise to lure them in. Victims of Siren Head have reportedly been found with bleeding eyes, gums, or eardrums. What hunting tactics does Siren Head use? Siren Head hunts stealthily by staying still and throwing shingles into the air. In media featuring Siren Head, corpses can be seen lying around, implying that it doesn't always hunt for food. Theories suggest that it either consumes its victims or adds their vocals into its collection of voices. According to one witness, Siren Head muffles the cries of its victims with other noises. Weapons against Siren Head are unknown, although its tendency to evade and conceal attacks shows that there is probably some way to destroy it. The main tactic used by Siren Head is ambush, where it hides before striking its victim. It might also be able to concentrate its sounds into a sonic burst or a particular tone to target a crowd. When faced directly, Siren Head will strike violently. However, what he does to his victims is still unclear. Its brown skin resembles rusty metal or tree bark and helps in camouflaging. Since Siren Head lacks eyes, some people think it uses echolocation, just like bats, to navigate in the dark. Siren Head can also move quickly. On 2 feet, its average maximum speed is about 24.3 miles per hour, and on all fours, it's capable of reaching 258.2 miles per hour. That's faster than any average sports car, my friends. Evidence of the impossible. Does Siren Head really exist? Hold on to your hat, folks, because things are about to get spooky. There are documented accounts of people witnessing the Siren Head. Yes, you heard that right. The first sighting of Siren Head occurred in 1966 when a family vacation in the Arizona desert captured the image of the creature in a graveyard. 20 years later, on July 16, 1995, when a man named Chad was hiking with his friends in the woods of Tanyard Creek, they found Siren Head lurking in the area. According to Chad, his friends got snatched by something huge in the trees which mimicked their voices. Chad was found alive with a few injuries while his friends were missing, believed to be taken by Siren Head. In total, there have been 13 reports of Siren Head, and all of the stories were released by the victims. Another piece of evidence is a photo of Siren Head in the streets of Indiana, where citizens started disappearing mysteriously. Another possible sighting, which is very different from the previous ones, shows Siren Head with about 5 sirens on its neck. The caption describes how the majority of the people in the neighborhood were found dead soon after. There have also been sightings of creatures that resemble Siren Head but lack similar features. For example, a photo of Siren Head was released where it appears to have a streetlight for a head. It is probable that Siren Head has the ability to transform into various urban structures in order to hide and trap his victims. However, there are theories that Siren Head is actually a hostile being, and that there used to be some other creatures similar to it which are now deceased. This is just speculation, however, and nothing has been confirmed by Trevor just yet. Exploring the powers and abilities of Siren Head. If you think Siren Head's appearance is terrifying, wait until you hear about its power. Let's take a look at the list. Acoustikinesis. We've already established Siren Head's ability to mimic voices as a hunting technique. It is believed to have killed victims by rupturing their eardrums with loud blasts. It continuously emits different sounds like strange music, static noises, conversations, and even angrily shouts words and numbers. Heightened strength. Various theories claim that Siren Head is powerful enough to break down trees and lift heavy objects with ease. It can even abduct an entire family of 4 at once. Those long arms surely serve him well. Tracking evasion. Camouflaging into its surroundings like forests or trees is one of Siren Head's most popular attack methods. Once hidden, it can stay still for long periods of time before making a move. It can also cling to ceilings like a public announcement system. This method was reportedly used to abduct several people in Detroit. Siren Head moves almost silently, making it almost impossible to detect his movements. Enhanced speed. Once, a couple reported seeing Siren Head, and it chased them at an unbelievably fast pace. As we told you earlier, it was much faster than the speed of your average moving vehicle. Transformation. We already know how deadly Siren Head's shape-shifting ability is. It can transform its head into multiple objects. Trevor recently noted that Siren Head can also emulate the appearance of home furnishings and pipes to kidnap victims. Recent sightings include a multi-headed version, suggesting either a subspecies of Siren Head or the original's mastery in changing over time. Siren Head can even contort its body and remove its head. Master of Disguises. Complementing its shape-shifting skill is Siren Head's ability to disguise itself as trees, lampposts, or telephone poles. This helps it effectively hide from people and attack them at the right time. Adaptation. Siren Head can survive any situation by adapting to varied environments. Corruption. Using its sirens, Siren Head can transform humans into mummified corpses or morph them into other variations of itself. As you can see, Siren Head is far more prepared for an attack than any professional hunter in the wild. The history of Siren Head. It was in 2018 that Siren Head became a digital monster when Trevor Henderson shared its images on Twitter and Tumblr. However, it wasn't until October of that year that Siren Head became the talk of the town. The credit for its popularity goes to a group of game developers, Modus Interactive, who launched a horror video game featuring Siren Head, which was an instant hit. Following the success of the game, another developer, Thulin Pantheon, released their own Siren Head game. Siren Head came into the limelight largely because of these video games, and some enthusiasts even tried to include it in the website-based collaborative fiction project Secure, Contain, Protect. However, the SCP Foundation rejected the proposal and claimed any mention of Siren Head as an SCP as false. More recently, in 2020, when the world was struggling with a sudden imposed lockdown, Siren Head seemed to fascinate people all the more. On April 30th of that year, a TikTok influencer and filmmaker, Alex Howard, made a video where Siren Head can be seen in the background amidst noises of gunfire and police work. This video went viral in no time and gained over 20 million views in a week. Howard's video was subsequently edited by other creators by replacing the original background sound with various songs and audio clips. One of the most notable videos of that time was Siren Head Gangnam Style by Large Trap, where it can be seen dancing to the famous tune of Psy's Gangnam Style. And that's how you know it was an internet sensation. In 2022, another indie horror game named Siren Head South Point was released by Isolation Interactive, and this game stands out for its chilling take on the survival horror genre. In this game, Siren Head is way more morally aware than in Trevor's mythos and continually mocks the protagonist, Freddy Anderson, who travels to the South Point Meadows searching for his friends who were taken by none other than this entity. The game is hailed for curating an authentic and spine-tingling plotline. A terrifying creature that hunted people for food haunted South Point Meadow in the late 18th century. It indirectly gave birth to a cult known as the Order that worshipped it and tried to satiate its hunger by sacrificing townsfolk. The situation reached an extent where one man committed suicide to escape being sacrificed. After eating for centuries, it turned its former worshipper into a Wendigo to murder anyone who tried to enter the South Point Meadow. Dozens of skeletons are scattered on the altar, indicating Siren Head's hunting. It slaughters 4 of Freddy Anderson's friends while they are out camping in the meadow. Even after trying to hunt and eat Freddy several times, it fails. Enraged, it created a fake broadcast of the demise of Freddy's friends and then dragged his friend John's body up a tower just to mock him. It tricks Freddy by letting him believe that he can escape by using the bridge, but he actually breaks it. And then, when he comes closer, it lures him in with police siren noises. We're not going to spoil the ending for you, and this is absolutely not an ad, but you should absolutely play this game if you want to find out what happens to Freddy. Siren Head Trivia. Let's take a look at some interesting facts about Siren Head. Siren Head is almost completely silent when it moves. It can imitate the sounds of local fauna and produce ambient background noise to lure its prey into a false sense of security. Trevor notes that Siren Head can use any trick to hunt if it's hungry enough. Siren Head's metabolism rate is very slow, allowing it to survive for a long time. An image exists that shows multiple creatures of different colors that look like Siren Head. However, Henderson notes that only one original Siren Head exists, implying even if other similar creatures came about, Siren Head might have destroyed them. Siren Head emits a white noise while sleeping. It also moves like a stop-motion animated character. Theories claim that electromagnetic pulses are ineffective against Siren Head since its body is mostly organic. It is, however, unclear whether an EMP would hinder its ability to produce sounds. A group of Siren Heads is known as a static. Though it can adapt to various environmental conditions like rain or fog, it hasn't been spotted in areas like deserts, the seaside, or near a holy place. The wood, blood, and ice siren don't have teeth in their jaw-like sirens for unknown reasons. Trevor has confirmed that Longhorse, another of his internet legends, and Siren Head are aware of each other and are possibly enemies. He also stated that Siren Head comes from the void. Siren Head can also modify its height, as can be seen in pictures where his height varies from the size of a lamppost to a massive building. Its maximum height can reach up to 95 meters.
For your return.
Marvelous verdict. Okay guys, I think we've reached the end of this video. We're not exaggerating when we say that we're absolutely awestruck by this creepy, suspicious creature. To think that something this huge and powerful might be prowling around the corner is sure to take anybody's sleep away. Though its existence in reality is still debated, I'm sure Siren Head's pop culture presence and our creative minds will survive for ages. Like other famous internet horror stars, Siren Head will be archived in the pages of digital history. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this bizarre beast. We'd love to hear about any sightings or stories you might have about the legendary Siren Head. That's all for today, but if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and have a marvelous day.